Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the Stallions will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stallions offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, that's something you simply don't see very often, guys. On the first 3 plays of the game, sack, sack, sack. This defense is loaded with talent and speed and the ability to win. And I'd be surprised if this offense even tries to throw the ball again in the first quarter after that stuff.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Auburn! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Stallions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man covered.
Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Oh, the quick spin move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Auburn offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was sick.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Kane. And the defense drags him down.
Well, this left-handed quarterback, he drills throwing on the run to his right a lot in practice for situations just like that, and it paid off there.
Catch in the middle, it's Little. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. Find some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass. Under fire. Gonna try to get it himself. Shakes off the defender. And the Stallions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulders, getting the first step.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time
there he goes. The 20. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss. And
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Little. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. They're going back to the ground. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Fighting off the defender. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Stallions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Rush is on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation. Hopefully to go for it if you need to on 4th down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
Oh, they're after him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stallion.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Stallions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Auburn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a... And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Stallions will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This offense has it with really good field position. Grabbed behind the line. It's Farrell. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Powell. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, Just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Stallions will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the returner goes down. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Stallions send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the returner will be brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the air. It's Grimes. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Stallions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Bounces over the top. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Direct snap. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt, can bail them out. Pulls it in at the 25. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Auburn offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Turner. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked about him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offense has a huge lead lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.